Take a little sip of that Pennsylvania rye whiskey. Woo! Man, that stuff kicks. So, here's what we decided to do with the NHL channel. It's been a little bit hectic. I didn't think the NHL season was going to be as absolutely crazy as it is. So, I mean, actually, I knew the games were going to be good. I knew it was going to be exciting. But, okay, Storm. I know, baby dog. She's like, you ain't doing a podcast on hockey. I didn't realize it was going to be this much work. I already have another channel, a lot of you know. So what I decided to do was to just cover the Flyers this year and stay relevant in the NHL, why we're doing that, but also dive into the East Division because that's relevant with the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, a lot of you know I'm from Philadelphia. Of course, you will take notice to my brand new retro Blackhawks jersey, which I absolutely love. I love this jersey so much. We're going to do a review on it real quick, though. I have two of them so far. I got the Wild Wing Ducks and the Blackhawks, and I just love the old school 40s style logo. But anyway, let's talk about Philadelphia Flyers and what they're looking like. Defensively, they looked like shit in the beginning of the year. They were getting smoked out there. Turnovers. They still had some real bad breakaways. If you watch that Devils game, there was a 5-on-0 against Elliott in the first game against the Devils. And then they had Carter come and lose to Boston real bad, and he had a tremendous bounce back, and that's just how the kid is. He's going to be a great goalie. You can just see it in him. When a goalie can bounce back like that, you know they're going to be elite-level goaltender for a very long time. And he's so young. He's got the poise. He's just a good hockey player. He's got good goalie sense. He's just going to be a phenomenal star. He's going to be a superstar, and the Flyers can never, ever get rid of him. So Carter Hart, we're going to dive into his save percentage and goals against average in a minute. Actually, I do have to actually pull that up, don't I? So, yeah, Carter Hart had this amazing bounce-back game, and if you watch that game, he just made save. If the Flyers, especially in the first period and most of the second, the Flyers just defensively weren't all there. They've gotten better with the addition of Nate Prosser over Hag and someone else putting Ghost up there with Provorov. I like that a lot. Those two played together well before. They play together again. They have great chemistry. And Provorov is an elite defender in the league, and he's going to be for a very long time. And, Carter Hart, just the saves that he was making in that game against the Devils, the last game, that game would have been 6-3. The Flyers ended up winning this game 3-1. Rightfully so. I mean, the Flyers eventually wore the Devils down. They're not good enough team. They're not a four-line team. They have a few good players, a few good pieces. McKenzie, Blackwood, Wedgwood, they're both really good. But, they still need to do some work. And the Devils are right there, though. I love the Devils. I have the Devils marked as my team that's going to maybe surprise people in the next few years, but we'll talk about another podcast. Let's talk a little bit about Carter Hart. Right now, he has played 6 games. He's got 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 overtime. I don't know if that's a win or a loss. Well, the Flyers, it says OT1, so I don't know if that's a loss or a win. I guess it's a loss. Oh, overtime. So, I don't know. I guess it's a loss. Overtime loss. Well, if the Flyers record's 5-2-1. Okay, so yeah. Goals against average at 3.61. So it's 3 goals against average. I mean, almost 4 goals a game are going by Carter Hart. That's not by his fault. If you see the quality of saves that he makes, it's not. You can just tell us. These are some things. Yeah, you should save that, but not. We got to bring that. That's defensive. That's a defensive collapse of the Philadelphia Flyers, and I think that's going to change now. They brought Prosser up. He's a good, really good defender. He mixes well with the team. He's been around for a while, so they threw him up there, and you could see a difference. You've seen a difference in the last game, so we'll see how that plays out. And then you have a save percentage of .896, so he's getting a lot of shots, and he's saving the puck well. And, we like to get that up in the nines, but hey, his career is a .914, and goals against is a 2. So, that's a Stanley Cup goalie. And he's only freaking 22 years old. I mean, he's so young. He's such a young kid. And 6'2", 181, man. He's a perfect size goaltender. He's not too big, not too small. And he's just a great athlete. Like, the one save, he, jumped up on his pads, and he was, sideways. Just a phenomenal save. He's just a great goalie. So, overall, the Philadelphia Flyers look pretty good. All three lines are buzzing. I love what I'm seeing out of Fabry. I think Frost is hurt with a collarbone. So, or it could be a broken rib or collarbone. I guess we got to check out injuries. So, and, the Flyers have a little bit of injuries. Like I said, Frost is injured. He's got a shoulder injury. Myers is hurt with the rib. And you got Coots out with the chest injury. So we got some players injured, but I love what I was seeing from Frost. He's going to be a great player, but Fabry, man, that kid can move. I'm real excited to see the Flyers' future. This team's going to be good for a long time. I think Claude Giroux looks the best he's had in years. These kids respect him. The team respects him as their captain. And, Claude Giroux, he has just, the longest? He's been the longest Flyer captain in Flyers history. So that's a great accomplishment. I love that. I love that the Flyers stuck with him for so long. I was in and out of trading Giroux, but honestly, I can't see a player who's going to take his spot right now. It's just not there. Maybe one of these kids comes up and shine as captain. I think your next captain is going to be, if Giroux goes after this year or next year, it's going to be Coots or Hayes. Or, you could even have Provorov in there. When I mentioned who my alternates were, I didn't even mention Provorov because I completely just blew my mind. I didn't even think about it, and I love him with an A. You always have to have a defenseman and two forwards, in my eye. If you don't make the defenseman the captain, you have to have an alternate captain as a defenseman. So, the Flyers are 5-2-1 on the season. We meet up with Boston next. It's going to be good. Boston has been playing really well. And then we're going down Capitol Lane, which, they're like the best team in the league. They still haven't lost in regulation. Although, I think they played tonight, so maybe we'll check that. We'll recheck that right now, actually. Because they may have lost tonight, actually. So, let's check and see. Shall we? Shan't we? Yesterday against the Islanders. So, let's go ahead and watch some of that. This is an 8-minute. Let's just go ahead into the end here. Oh, Chara with a blast from the point. I love Chara on the Capitals. What a shot by Chara. That's why they got him. One of the main reasons why the Capitals have Zdeno Chara is because they put him out there for big minutes, power play, end of game. What a bomb shot. That's his first goal as a Cap. He's gelling well with the team. I love it. So, if the Caps win this, that puts them 6-0-3. I don't see them losing the Islanders. They've been playing so bad. The Islanders, I don't see how the Capitals lose to them. I didn't realize this was the extended highlights, but let's watch the end here. Oh, so they did come back. Oh, no. They pulled the goalie. Okay, they didn't come back, but they pulled the goalie. So, Capitals go ahead, and they are now 6-0-3, and that puts them the best team in the league. Montreal and the Capitals are two of the best teams in the league right now. They're so good. They're playing well. Goalies are playing well. The Capitals, who they have in net tonight, I'm not sure. 41. Samsonov has been getting robbed of the starting job in Washington, though. Samsonov hasn't even been their starting goalie. So, yeah, you got under that, I guess Philly and Boston are neck and neck. That's going to be a really good game. All these, like I said, guys, this conference here, or this division, the Capitals, the Bruins, the Flyers, the Penguins, Buffalo's coming up. This whole division, anybody has a chance to win except for pretty much the Rangers. They stink. They're doing so bad. But, yeah, I love the way the Flyers are playing hockey right now. And, everyone looks good. But, like I said, these other teams here, like, they're just... The Caps are buzzing so well. I can't wait for Reverse Retro Night. Like, what are we waiting for here, guys? Reverse Retro Night is taking forever. It's like, Jesus. If you guys want to see an in-depth review of the Reverse Retro jerseys that I have, the two that I have so far, let me know in the comments, and I will do that. But only if you ask nicely. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, so... pretty much the Flyers are tied for second in the league, or in the division in the East with Boston. They basically have the same exact record. Boston's played, I guess they played one more game than them. Or the Flyers played one more game than Boston, I guess it is, right? Yeah, no, Boston played one less game, yeah, so yeah. Patrick, he looks really good. I'm glad he's back on the team, back in the lineup. I like what I'm seeing with the Flyers. I think they have a really good chance to win the Stanley Cup this year. So let's talk about around the league news. The biggest news that's coming out of the NHL as of the last week or two is obviously the Patrick Laine trade. He went to Columbus in trade for Dubois, and it was Patrick, and who else was the other guy? So... Patrick Laine, the number 2 pick in the 2016 NHL draft, and forward Jack Roslovic were traded on Saturday to Columbus Blue Jackets for center Pierre-Luc Dubois, and the third pick in 2016. And the third round pick in 2016. And the third round pick in the 2022 NHL draft. So, pretty good trade even, Patrick Laine is going to do well in Columbus. They need a big-time goal scorer. They got him. I think that's problematic for us in a normal circumstance, but we don't see Patrick Laine. But we will see Patrick Laine next year when the divisions go back to their normal, how they are, and we see Columbus maybe four times a year. So that's an issue for Flyers fans. I was hoping the Flyers were going to get Patrick Laine at some point or another somehow. But didn't work out like that. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't stay in Columbus. This is a trade. I think his contract's not too much longer. He didn't sign a big deal with the Jets, so whatever was left on his contract that he had previously, we can get into that in another video, but I don't think it's a big, huge, long contract with Columbus, so they're going to have to tender that after the year, I think. I think he may be still on a rookie deal, right, guys? No, he can't be on a rookie deal. So he's got to have something. Maybe it's like a 3-year or something like that. But he's been around quite some, like, couple years now. So Patrick Laine is a great skater. Got quick hands, unbelievable shot. Patrick Laine, I really would want him on the Flyers. But so let's talk about what's going on in the East. The Eastern right now is, like I said, these top 3 teams, in Pittsburgh climbing around in there too, having good games, having bad games. Pittsburgh's still a question mark for me. I like what I'm seeing out of Buffalo. The Devils are a big no. They're just not trending in the right direction. The Islanders should be way better than they are. Don't know why they're 3-4-0, but I do believe they start turning that around. Teams are playing each other so many times. If you're watching, next video we're going to probably get into the Canadian division and start going into that because it's just so exciting, and then that's probably about as far as I'll stretch outside of this division and the Flyers. But, like, holy shit, man. The Canadian games that you're watching right now are, like, it's insane. And then, like, the Calgary Flames games and just against Vancouver and just all these games. And I said that in the last video. I said these freaking Canadian games are going to be awesome. And it's really exciting to see the Montreal Canadiens playing as well as they are, because they got a real shot at winning the Stanley Cup this year, and I think they're definitely going to make the playoffs, which is really going to be cool. So everybody's got a shot this year, and what's cool about it is you're definitely not going to see the teams as last year. It's physically impossible. Tampa Bay and Dallas are in the same damn division, so they can't play each other in the Stanley Cup. It's just going to be it's going to be a fun ride. I can't wait to go to my first hockey game. I'm so sick of watching hockey on TV. It's so much different when you're there. Like, hockey season's back. It's in full. We're in drama mode. You got the trades. You got, Patrick, not Patrick Liney or Patrick Kane. Evander Kane. You got him, his rubbish, and it's just all the drama of hockey. Refs suck. This sucks. That sucks. This guy, the head hits, the contact, the no hitting, the fighting. Everything's here. It's awesome. I love it. I fucking love this sport. I didn't mean to cuss. This is a kid-friendly channel. Anyway, so yeah, we just wanted to do a touch-up on the Flyers. I think they're playing well. I like their chances this year. I don't think they're going to go backward. I think they're going to trend in the right direction. When they meet up with the Capitals a few more times, and Boston is going to be the real test. I think they can handle the Penguins in Buffalo just fine, even though they did lose to Buffalo, I think, once, right? But I think they can handle those. I think the real test is going to be from the Caps and the Boston Bruins. They're just going to be a pain in the ass all the way through the rest of this thing. So we'll see, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. Patreon link will be below if you want to be. Oh, that's for the other channel. We don't have Patreon for this channel, but anyway. Like, share, subscribe. That always helps. Let me know what you guys think the next video. If you're liking the videos, if you're I know some of you aren't into hockey and you're just trying to gain some knowledge from it. So before we shut this down, there is one thing I wanted to mention about the Flyers goaltending. They do have Brian Elliott still, who is also playing really fucking good. He's playing very well. I like the Flyers are in a real good opportunity to win a Stanley Cup this year, and better than they ever have been before, I think. As long as everybody can stay healthy and they can get this defense tightened up, then I think we'll be okay. I think we got a real good shot at going the full length this year. And it's really now or never, because Giroux's getting older, Voracek's getting older, and then our younger players are going to be having to step up, and then that takes some time for. You're going to see that recycle effect start to happen where, all right, well, who's our captain if Giroux's out in 3 years? And Voracek, where do we go from there? So, some of these young guys got to start stepping up, and now's the time. So, let's see what happens. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, share, subscribe. I love you all. Let me know what you think of the video and what you think the next one should be on. If you want to do reviews on reverse retros, I think I'm going to buy one more and for quite some time, and then we'll do the review on these three. But yeah, that's it, guys. I love you all. Have a great weekend, and yeah, watch some hockey. I love you all. Peace.